Schaefer, Schaefer.
Now tell me what bring you here.
I was a Peace Corps volunteer in 1964 and in Kenya, and spent two years here. And Africa is very addictive, and it's a life changing experience. And not only did I go to Kenya, arrive in Kenya in 1964, but I returned in 1968 to be part of the presidential delegation to the funeral of Jomo Kenyatta. So they were terrific things. I was part of the delegation appointed by President Jimmy Carter, and with Thurgood Marshall, Andy Young, Coretta Scott King. It was an extraordinary experience. So once you've been to Kenya, you're part of Kenya.
Just one thing.
That was it. So I came here. It's sort of when when Path North and Doug Holliday offered this kind of opportunity. It was a chance to come back and almost renew, have the seeds, the Kenya seeds, really grew even more. It was irresistible. Met a lot of great people. Unusual conference, and it's my heart's jumping up and down to be back in Kenya and to see the changes.
Tell me, tell me a little bit about Path North. What is Path North?
Path North is a collection of business people who really meet and try and elevate, to realize that it isn't a question of, to elevate the kind of thinking that they do, and that there's that to sit down and understand what life is, and to give meaning to life. I don't think when you talk about Path North, there's similarities with the Peace Corps, that it isn't how rich you are, but it's how rich you be by giving something back, by being a part of change and things like that. So it was started by Doug Holliday, and I had an opportunity to go to one of their conferences in New York, and this was an unusual opportunity to come back and to be back in Kenya, and to improve my Swahili again. And it's as if I've never left Kenya. I was also back in the year 2000 with my wife, and to wake up in for the year 2000 and the millennium, to wake up on the Serengeti Plains and toast the new year, seeing that experience with herds of zebra and giraffe, and drink a little champagne, say Happy New Year to the new millennium. It's great. It's worth all the jet lag to be here, and it's a great experience.
What are your expectations for this trip?
The expectations of the beauty, the expectations to see positive change, the fact that the roads are different, the fact that the people we've met, you can't generalize, or have enthusiasm about the purpose in their lives and enthusiasm that the change that they're bringing about. Kenya is a little gem, a big gem that, my business is really trying to organize investment conferences for pension funds. And I'm thrilled. I've had conferences with 7 Nobel Peace Prize winners. We did the first, we did the first group in South Africa, first post-apartheid event in South Africa, and had the opportunity to meet President Mandela and Bishop Tutu, and met a lot of leaders in South America, in most of the other, in Europe, in Asia, and Africa, I think, has untapped potential, and to see that potential, to see the young people we've met here, to see the kinds of people we've met here, young people who are helping to transform this world. I think there's even a group in Kenya that does things with Chase Morgan and things like that, transferring money. So I'm impressed with the people I met, people who know high technology, who know the things that they want to do. I'm happy here. I see so many things that are important. Growing up, everyone cares about their family, and everyone cares about hoping that things will be better for each generation than their own. And right now we're going through a really difficult period in our own country, where politics is being frozen. I see such hope here in Kenya. Thrilled to be back and see the changes, and see that maybe, how should I put it, that the next leaders for the continent will emerge from the kinds of people that we've met.
What kind of people have you met that passed north?
Oh, a lot from the people we met today from Kenya, like Mugu Kibati, and who's real people who've really dedicated themselves to giving something back. Path North, Eddie, is terrific. I've heard some great speeches, and when you hear the speeches, everyone, I heard Victor Kuo from Singapore, from California, from comparing Singapore's growth to the potential for Kenya. This is inspiring. And you also know that everyone's spontaneous, everyone's friendly, everyone's open, and it's not how being rich and giving something back. It's sort of a major experience for me, because as I tell the people, when I came to Kenya. When I came to Kenya, I was a youth, kijana, and now I'm a mzee, old person. But I learned really by the spontaneity of the group that, as the poet Samuel Ullman said, it's not when the skin wrinkles, it's when the soul wrinkles. And I love the spontaneity of this group and things that I've learned from them, and things that I'll take back and last for a lifetime.
That's great. Is there anything else that you would want to say about what you expect from this journey, and what you expect from the people who are on this journey with you?
Well, I want to, all of this new technology, I mean, I don't even understand it at my age. I once, I think, alienated or angered a middle-aged woman because I was trying to show her I knew about all this stuff, Twitter and this and that. And I said, you know, I know about your facelift. I meant Facebook, not facelift. But I just want to, a person has to continue to grow. And this, in a democracy, there can't be a great gap between the rich and the poor. They talked about the possibility, the need for jobs to growth and people to be part of job growth, people to be part of the society, and I think they know what people of Kenya know what they have to do to close that gap. To take away, I love. Oh, obviously, people go to Kenya. We're going to Masai Mara, and the, to see the animals and to see the country and to see spectacular scenery and spectacular people. That's what I'm going to take away, and just thrilled that I'm emotionally thrilled that I'm back here. The only thing I do regret was that my Swahili was much better a few years ago. But najaribu, I try. Not nimefurahi kwa nafasi kuona Kenya. I'm thrilled about the opportunity to come back to Kenya and speak to the people and say ooh and ah to the lions and the giraffe.
That's beautiful. I'd like to take a shot of you on that terrace, if that's all right with you. Just a non-speaking shot. You standing or sitting?
Yeah.
Or not?
Oh, what? Oh,
no. No, just a shot of you looking at the at the valley.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, turn around. Yeah. So I hope you clean up the speech. I don't. So,
we always do.
Yeah.
We always do.
But I hope I'm conveying a sincere enthusiasm.
You are. No, it's quite wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too dark, but yeah, if you could sit here on the porch, and I can just take a couple of shots of you.
And also, I mean, you should say to Kristen's organizing. A lot of people deserve
Credit. Oh yeah,
yeah, a lot of people really deserve.
They will. Yeah. Well, we'll actually speak with you as we go. Yeah, Krista is terrific.
Discovering this place, it hits you a tremendous impact.
Here, can I escort you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I'm saying now, an old person, but I think I'm young.
How long have you known Doug?
I've known him about 3 years ago. In fact, he did a conference for us. He did it with people, people he knew, the head of Pepsi, people trying to find are united by the care of each other and care of other people. We had the guy from, you know who spoke to us, the guy from the medical doctor from ABC. And yeah. The people he knows.
Yeah.
And he's magic, but don't say this.
No.